If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, we back. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. Listen, man, y'all asking where the music at. I told you we had some technical difficulties today, all right? Some technical difficulties that I have no control over. I'm in a different space. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if I'm loud and clear. Please let me know if I'm loud and clear. Hey, man, what's going on, everybody? Yo, listen up. Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Are we good? Yes, no, maybe so. I apologize, man. You know, I'm in a different space right now. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the past month or so. Clearly, I'm in a different spot than I usually would be. You don't see the GMS backdrop. You don't see a lot of the stuff that's going on, man. Look, we're going to talk about that later, but I done dealt with so many technical difficulties in this last 2 hours that I'm just not even going to get into it. Forget the music. The music's not coming. It's not working. We just going to go ahead and we going to get to it, all right? I'm going to talk to y'all later. About what's been going on in my life, GMS personally, but that's going to be later on in the show. What we going to get to and what we got to get back to is what I know y'all been pulling up for years to see, and that is these reviews that we do when it comes to the 5150 show. Now, like I said, I have predicted so many things over the years that you would think that I was right there watching everything happen in real time. But I just like to credit myself for being somebody that can read people no matter if I know you personally or I just see how you move, whether you somebody that's in this media space, internet space, whatever you want to call it. A lot of the times, man, I call out a lot of things that are right, and people like to get at me. People like to say that I start shit. They like to say that I'm trying to pin people against each other. They talk about like I'm starting the drama and all types of stuff. No, we are watching somebody deal with people a certain way, fall out with them, and then attribute it to them. It's their fault. They just say whatever they did is on them. It's never the person who continues to fall out with people. Corey Holcomb has been the person, no matter what, he has always fallen out with everybody he has come into contact with. It's actually surprising that he hasn't got into it to the point where Darlene left or Craig don't show up no more. But I'm a little disappointed in Craig as well because I'm like, Craig, if there's anybody that should know, and I'm just assuming, if there's anybody that should know anything about roasting and when people are just joking, it's Craig. But it does seem like he has turned into a little bit of a yes man, and not in the sense where he's just going to agree with everything Corey says, but he tips the line of, all right, Corey finna go off on somebody we both know. I'm going to just, let him do his thing. And you know what? I'll put it to you like this. I'm not gonna fault Craig but it will look a certain type of way. Like if I'm Marcus, it's gonna look a certain type of way if Craig is agreeing with certain things that Corey is saying when it pertains to certain people. And I think that Craig takes what Corey's problems are with certain people and applies it to his situation with other people that he's dealt with. So if you hear Corey throwing shots or subliminals at Marcus, if Craig is agreeing and saying, yo, those so and these people and some people would do that, I think he's applying that to the people that he has got into it with. But he plays, yeah, exactly. Zen said it. He plays his role perfectly, and that's exactly why he's been on the 5150 show as long as he has. So I don't want to go at Craig or nothing like that because I don't think, he doesn't deserve it in that way. But I would have expected him to kind of give some type of pushback off of Corey going at Marcus in that way, given that Marcus is somebody who clearly in the video was just making fun of the situation. I think anybody else, if it was anybody else, it doesn't matter who it was, if Marcus showed up to the 5150 with two hand casts on him, or Craig or Darlene or anybody in the background, do you know how many jokes Corey would have got off on these people? With the assumption in his head that, oh, they just know that I'm messing with them. But when it's anybody else, that man feels like it's just, and I feel like it's a projection. That is a projection. That is somebody who has an ulterior motive when he talks about people. This is the type of thing I've said in the past, but of course they want to make it seem like, oh, it's just jokes and it's just this. But you can see there's malicious intent behind certain things that he says about people, and then he writes it off as just jokes. Now, I haven't been watching the 5150 show like that, especially over the last month. I've been paying attention to my own life and my own shit that's going on. I didn't know until recently that Corey's wrists were broken because I saw on Marcus's channel. Marcus put up a video of him talking about Corey breaking his wrist. And this is what made Corey mad about what happened. Now watch this and let me know if Marcus is being disrespectful, if he's going too far, if he's trying to do too much. Let me know.
Do it. I broke both of my wrists. Oh, can't raise this one. Shit. I'm out here handicapped, goddammit.
Cole, I got to get you. You know what they say about karma, Corey? You talked about gay folks all these years. Now look at you. 2 broke wrists. Man, you know how long it's gonna take for you to heal? You old as fuck now. Your body gonna heal like Mr. Glass from Unbreakable. You gonna have to take some fat from your stomach and put it in your wrist to recover faster. Man, what the hell was you doing? They say you tried to break into a food bank. You must have been in the river swiping for salmon and swung on a rock or stuck your hands in the beehive. Boy, you know you hurt when you don't even want to wear a shirt with sleeves. Boy, that nigga made a poncho out of t-shirt. Ain't no telling what happened. You know you like to eat. You probably was stirring some tough stew. Well, whatever you did, it was too risky. So I just got word that you was riding scooters and fell off. Now come. Now you know you ain't supposed to be riding scooters and you top heavy like that. Ain't no telling how many pounds of meat you done left on the pavement. You must have jumped off that scooter trying to dive into a restaurant. Tried to snatch the dough off the Cheesecake Factory after they told you it was closed. You stop trying to keep up with the young folks, man. You can't do shit like that no more. Sit your country ass down, man.
Now, there could have been so many other things that were said. There could have been so many other things that could have been, that could have been disrespectful. It could have been all of that. But no, Corey heard that. And matter of fact, once again, this is what Corey got to stop doing, is also blaming other people for sending him shit, because at the end of the day, it's your choice whether or not you listen to the shit or watch the shit. You don't have to watch none of this shit. You can tell everybody around you, hey, don't send me this stuff. And I think he says this stuff because he wants people to think that he's not actively searching for it or wants to see the things that are said about him. But it's clear that he wants to see the things that are said about him so he can have something to say back to it, or that he can cause some type of tit for tat or some type of drama within it. I'm not falling for the BS where niggas act like, oh, we just, people just be sending me stuff. And no, people send it to you because they know that they can get a rise out of you, and they know that, oh man, when the next Tuesday come around, Corey finna
my
be
hand
going
being
off.
fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
So he went on his platform, and he expressed that a friend of his by the name of Nate sent him a video. And now here's another messed up part, because Corey talks about this too. I don't know if y'all ever heard, but Corey talks about when people come through and say things to you or try to do things to try to cause issues between you and another person. Corey had all the opportunity when this person sent them a video of what Marcus said to hit up Marcus and say, hey man, what is this about? Were you doing this just to roast, or you doing that because you feel some type of way? What Corey likes to do is when something happens and he hears about it behind the scenes, he goes straight to his platform and talks crazy about that person. And usually somebody ends up, whoever he's talking about, ends up reaching out to him, and it doesn't go the same way as he was doing on his show. It turns out to be a whole, oh man, it's just this and that. It's a whole, it's lowered. The level of animosity and anger is lowered when he does interact with people that want to confront what he says to him in person, or over the phone behind the scenes when there's no cameras and no microphone on. Now, I'm gonna play some of the stuff that Corey said. We put this picture up because I like this picture. I edited this picture earlier. This is perfect. Now, we're gonna get to what Corey had to say. I just need y'all to understand. I called this. Shout out my nigga AP, my 3G's family, Pac G, Binky. They called it. And it's really nothing that was like a huge epiphany. It wasn't like I just, had some revelation. It's because we see the pattern. If there's a pattern in things happening, clearly this person is a certain type of way. And we all say it's only a matter of time until it is you. I said in one of my previous shows when we talked about the fallout or potential fallout between Marcus and Corey, don't ever feel like it can't be you. Don't ever feel like it can't be you. And that goes for real life. Don't ever get too comfortable. Don't ever make somebody feel, don't ever think that, oh man, this person is, they've been doing this to this person, but hey man, they like me enough to where they won't do it to me. No, this is a person that is going to think for themselves and only look out for themselves when it comes down to it. I feel like Corey's one of those people that will throw you a lick, but you owe him in a certain way. Like he wouldn't do it for the love or just to see you progress. He's going to do it so that he can have some type of bragging right over you, or he can hold it over you at some point. I did this for this person and this person, blah, 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 and I do this, and I put them on. Like when he talked about, there was a video where he had an interview and he spoke on this situation. He said, I had 26 minutes and I shared my time with 2 other people. Nobody made you do that. You either wanted to do that because you was an OG and wanted to look out for the younger comedians coming up and younger talent because that's what you do, or you were doing it because you wanted to turn around and be like, yeah, so if anything happened, I could say, hey, I put your ass on and you wasn't shit and you ain't shit. You ever notice that nobody is shit? Like, it's always a motherfucker that ain't shit to Corey. Everybody is ain't shit to Corey. Whether they be an ain't shit person, ain't shit comedian, ain't shit bitch, it's always somebody that ain't shit. Besides this nigga. Now, Corey responded, and this is what he had to say regarding Marcus's video making fun of his wrist being broken.
Making fun of me with my hand being fucked up.
Oh, wow. People y'all grew up with, or just random people, like on the internet or whatever?
Fuck niggas.
Oh.
Fuck niggas. You know, motherfucker, whole bunch of fuck niggas trying to get me to come down to the Improv on Monday night. Corey, you gonna be here? No, nigga, I'm wounded, nigga. I can't be around y'all hyenas, and I'm a motherfucking lion. Have you ever seen when it's like 50 hyenas and they get that one lion by itself?
Yeah.
That's what they do. They fuck them up. But most of the time, it only be about 5 or 6 hyenas, and the lion just main one of them in front of him and be looking at him. Come help him, I'll bite the shit out of y'all ass. See, I'm a lion, and I'm a little hurt. Right. So I don't want to be down there in front of them hyena ass niggas. Them niggas hyenas. Niggas who laugh at they shit more than everybody else laugh at they shit. That's what I call hyenas.
Okay.
Them motherfuckers who say something about you and they be like, you be like, why you laughing harder than everybody else at that whack ass shit? So anyway, I didn't go down there, but yeah, Nate, them hater niggas, dog. Yeah, they gonna make jokes when they see the lion down, man. You know what I'm saying? I went to the doctor today. And he was very impressed with how I'm healing.
Good.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, you healing up good.
I need to remind y'all that this is a comedian. I need to remind you all that this is a comedian that is talking right now. A comedian who talks about damn near everybody and they mama and they child, sitting here mad because somebody who reveres him and looks up to him as a comedian roasted him for his wrist breaking. Something that Corey would have definitely did to Marcus if it was the other way around. Now, I see some comments in the chat. I'm going to read some of y'all comments that said, Craig is next. Shout out to CD. Hurricane said, Marcus' mom can get it, though. Oh, whoa, Joe, whoa, chill. Grits and Gravy said, oh, she's replying to somebody. Marquis said, Corey going to bring up buying him a car next week and call Black Ron a broke-ass ninja. Yeah. I heard Black Ron was on Marcus's podcast. I got the timestamp. We're all gonna hear it for the first time. I'm gonna hear it for the first time on stream. I don't know if y'all heard it. I'm sure a couple of y'all were there last night and heard it. I didn't hear what Black Ron had to say, but a lot of people said Black Ron had some shit to say, and I respect Black Ron a lot as not just a comedian, but a person that has a lot of intellect and a lot of insight on things, and I like to hear his perspective. So we're gonna hear that later on because Marcus didn't waste no time responding to Corey and the things he had to say, and he did it just like a comedian should have did it. Continue to crack jokes, continue to roast, continue to be who you are, and don't let nobody try to bring you out of your character because they are insecure and they are mad about whatever it is going on in their own life. Please remember that this is a comedian talking about somebody making jokes.
Good. He looked at the x-rays from that night when I did it versus the x-rays now. I'm supposed to go see if I got to have surgery on this one. Yeah. But he said you probably won't have to have surgery on it. You just got to, don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah, don't be trying to take, yeah.
Don't. I see, because this week I kept on trying to carry. Listen to me. Please listen to me. They always have these things called micro reactions. It happened real fast. You got to watch them. They have a micro reaction of happiness to anything that is not going well for you.
Right.
When you are around people that don't really like the fact that you shine or that you got this going on or that going on, you might be tall, you might be handsome, you know what I'm saying? Whenever they see something bad happen, they always smile for a second, but they catch themselves before it's too obvious. Mark my word. So when motherfuckers talk shit about me, I don't expect them motherfuckers to say, really, I don't like you, but I'm smiling it off because I don't want to go all the way to war with you. I just want to rub it in that you down because it make me feel good to see you down.
Anybody that can put a detailed projection together like that, literally, it's an open book to what it is like that the type of person that they are. He's laying out a whole scenario, even imaginary sentences of what somebody would think to themselves when they interact with somebody in a messed up way. That lets me know that is a high projection for Corey, especially somebody who talks shit about a lot of people and falls out with people he was once cool with. Because in my opinion, he's the type of person that has that inside animosity for people he's around. When you get around Corey, he's going to find things he doesn't like about you, but hold it in because there may be something he could either use you for or he could have you do something for him. Or maybe you just compliment the show or you do something that he likes and he's like, all right, I can deal with that. He's also said this during this show. He said that he would, what did he say? He would communicate with fuck niggas in some sort of way if he needed something. Like, it all comes out eventually because people who try to hide who they are for the camera and for the public, but are really some type of way behind the scenes, it's gonna slip out at some point. So remember, he just said this about how people act around other people, but then later on will say that he's the type that will converse or work with fuck niggas, and so to speak. Why would you even put yourself like that if you so real and you such a G and you so super duper hellified or whatever the case may be? If there's somebody who is real comfortable and real sure and confident in who they are and how they move and what they say, you wouldn't waste no time even entertaining that type of shit. You wouldn't waste no time and energy having these people around you. But I mean, I guess that's just how he moves.
I'm telling people in life about this stuff. You are going to run into more people that like to see you take a fall. In my case, literally, really a fall. That's their chance to smile like, good. They get some bad news about you. Really, they can't help it. It happens like this. It's like this. This is how most motherfuckers do. What happened? He did? Oh, damn. All right. You know what I'm saying? You like, that motherfucker had a little orgasm right there to see the motherfucking lion fucked up.
Paul.
The hyenas don't like the lion. Remember that. So they going to always act like they joking with you. And some of your homeboys who got sincere intentions by you, they might joke with you, but you can tell.
Yeah.
It's just you think you're not supposed to say something when you know a motherfucker a fuck nigga. But I'm OG, man. I tell you in a minute, man. Really, dog, you bother me. You get on my nerve. You don't like me, motherfucker? What the fuck you around me for? Because I definitely ain't around you. Unless I might call you and barter with you. I barter with fuck niggas sometimes.
Barter,
because that's how the world go.
See, I told you, it don't take too long. It only took a minute for this nigga to turn around from saying these niggas do this and that and they all this type of shit, or people, all these fuck niggas that, to all of a sudden now you talking about how you barter with them. It's either you fuck with them or you don't. You either fuck with them or you don't. That's all that is. And it just seems hypocritical. And also, it's funny to me how there's people out here that see it, but then will tell themselves or try to coach themselves that Corey is the realest nigga alive and he's this and that and he does this and that. It's okay to be flawed. It's okay to be flawed. We're human. You know what I'm saying? We are human. It's just that when people try to portray themselves as something a certain way, when we keep continuously seeing that they're the opposite of what they keep saying they are, then it's going to raise eyebrows. It's going to have people have a certain opinion about you. And it's not our fault that we have an opinion about it. We just watching. We watching the entertainment. It's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for instance, let me read some of y'all chats. Let me see. Samaj said, notice Corey always says if you're under me, or whatever the case may be. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying, Samaj. You basically saying whenever he talks about people being up under him, I know exactly what you're saying. Musa says exactly he's projecting the hater thinking of his hater thinking ways that he has. Let's see. Marquise X said Corey is in the group called NWP, Ninja with a Problem. Credit goes to Ryan Davis. Alton Bell. He says, Corey the GOAT. Y'all talking down on the OG, but if none of y'all can admit Corey drops gems, then you lying. Well, see, now that's a problem with a lot of the 5150 like fanboys and fan women that just like refuse to see certain shit. They'll say shit like that when nobody is having a conversation of whether or not Corey says real shit or drops gems. Like, we're not talking about that. Like, y'all got to find a way to be like, oh man, like these niggas is looking right. These niggas is saying shit that's valid. We got to turn around and say something else. Nah, Corey drops gems, and if you don't think so, you're lying. Nigga, we not talking about Corey dropping gems. Corey drops gems. That's a lot of the reason why a lot of people have watched the 5150 for so long, because he has dropped gems. Zoe has dropped gems. Freeze has dropped gems. Even Bobby Glanton goddamn Smith has dropped gems. Everybody that has come through to 5150 show has dropped gems. That does not exempt them from being bad people. Straight up. So that's why I say the things that I say. It's not even about trying to make him seem like he's not a person that says real shit. I would never say that Corey doesn't say real shit because he always has. But he's also very flawed, and he's also somebody who falls out with a lot of people. And at some point, he is going to have to say, yeah, man, I think I think I'll be doing too much, man. I think me being who I am, I just can't coexist with people too long. There's a time limit on how long you can be cool and be friends with Corey. So that's why a lot of the things that people say when they come through, like they either be the fanboys or the fangirls, or they either be burner accounts or the fat nigga that be trying to do too much because he's obsessed with me and all types of other shit. That's a whole nother story for another day. But we got more to see. Let's hear some more of what he has to say.
God damn it, when you go to the store and you buy some clothes, that motherfucker who paid $5 for them jeans, he about to sell you for $100. Right. You bartering with a fuck nigga. You get what I'm saying? Right. I barter with fuck niggas, but I don't like hang with fuck niggas. I don't hang with guys that I feel like are not well intended by me or just bad morale type people anyway. So, when I see what people do, it's this one dude, I blocked him off my phone. I was telling y'all about it. Because he always sending me somebody in peril. He's always, this is what happened to what's his name. This is what happened to this. And I'm like, so when people, he sent me a video of somebody having a fight.
Shotters, we cannot read what you're saying. Your words are all scrambled. You need to get Corey's nut off your eyes, please. Wipe the nut off of your eyes. It's not easy to see with nut all over your eyeballs. You have to wipe that shit. Go get a towel, run it under some hot water, and then wipe your eyes off so that you can type correctly. We don't see what you're saying because you're incoherent. Usually people have sight so that they can see, so that they can type the words out into the chat. Please get the nut off your eye and come back when you're ready. Thank you.
And I was like, well, why you didn't help him? You know him. And he didn't say nothing.
Hey, the nigga from NSYNC had a wife too, but that nigga was gay as shit. Mr. T. Lance Bass Shotters. That nigga had a wife too. At some point, Jussie Smollett had a girlfriend. Nigga, stop using those excuses. You niggas is gay.
Right. I was like, so you videotaped the
I have
fight,
a wife.
And now you show the fight off to random people.
That gives away
like
a lot
there was
about
fist
the
fighting?
Fist fighting. This dude got into a fight outside the club. We all know this dude. Right. But this dude recorded it. This fuck hyena nigga. That's what I call him.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He recorded the dude fighting. You know him. I was like, did you know them dudes he was fighting? He was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you got a recording of the fight, and you be smiling with this dude, and now you showing the recording of the fight to other people.
Yeah.
That's a fuck nigga to me.
Man.
That's a fuck nigga to me. The fuck I'm gonna be showing off a fight, or I do the shit I say because I don't like this motherfucker.
That would have been honorable. But
that don't make it right, but it makes it show why you doing it.
Right.
But it be people out here, they want to act like they neutral. They want to act like, oh, I'm just showing I'm a good person. No,
you're not.
You a dirtbag.
No, Charlie Woo Woo, that's not the point, man. It's not the point. Anybody in here and anybody that has been over here knows you can have an opinion, you can disagree with me, but when you start talking shit to me, I have every right to say what the fuck I want to say. And it's even more dumb to talk shit in the chat because you're typing. I can talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to spend time throwing my thumbs. I can just talk. You know what I'm saying? I can talk. And then this motherfucker has to sit there and type profusely, shaking, mad, angry, seething, and I'm just sitting here having a good time. And on top of that, you guys are helping the channel. Like, I've been gone for over a month. I should be out of the algorithms. y'all niggas continue to pull up and help. Like, if you don't fuck with me, leave. Just don't type shit. Don't help me, you stupid motherfuckers. I love it when
watching
y'all come
somebody
in here. Y'all
fight,
think I'm bothered. I don't give a fuck.
and you record it and
It's
show
fun.
it for yucks.
Yuck.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know exactly what
I really I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I'm just different. I ain't got no shame. I'm not saying it like I'm bragging. I'm just saying because I know it's a fact. I love sincere people. I love people with good intentions by humanity.
man.
I don't like people who are dirtbags. And it be people like, Corey, you a dirtbag? That's when I be like, oh, you don't know me.
Nah.
You don't know me. You don't be around me.
This nigga be in denial. I swear to God. This man be in denial. I think it's better for people to just come to the conclusion that they are who they say they are or who they portray themselves to be. You can always say one thing, but if you act differently, then that's just what it is, man. Just be who you are, and then stop telling people that you are who you are and you're authentic and you genuine when other things continue to say otherwise. I don't think, and out of this whole entire thing, can nobody say one thing that Marcus has done to deserve any of that? Nothing that Marcus did in the video, nothing he said in the video warranted anything that was said about him by Corey, another comedian. He just looks sensitive, and a lot of people just don't like to admit that because they don't want to think that the person who they see in their eyes as an alpha male, as the realest nigga alive, as this nigga that stands on everything he says and is so free speeched and so free spirited and always saying what's on his mind, they don't want to think that this person, they don't want to think anything negative of this person. And I understand that. Y'all have an undying loyalty to a perception. I get it. That's fine. But you're not going to change my opinion. I mean, anything you say in the chat, you can say what you want in the chat. Appreciate you. But it's not going to change my opinion. I don't know what y'all talking about. That's all I'm saying.
Front with a whole bunch of different people on Monday night
Right.
in front of the club. There's a lot of toxic niggas out there, right?
Oh my gosh. Niggas out there.
Not all of them. It's some
No.
niggas I think that's solid.
There's a lot of solid niggas out there.
He said, let's see. Let me see what some of you weirdos are saying. Let's give you guys some shine. I know you guys want me to respond to you. T-Shotta said, no, Marcus felt sensitive. Why he ain't called Corey out live on the show? Because he called Corey after the show. I know you guys want to believe that there's people that are like afraid of Corey or just like sitting around trying to play internet games, but he called Corey after the show. As a matter of fact, he called him a couple times and waited for Corey to call him back. We're going to hear about that because Marcus spoke about it on the show. I was following everything that was going on. He didn't call him live on the show. He called him after the show. That's all that is. I mean, you can think I'm biased, but I'm giving you facts of what happened. This is what these people are saying. And I'm just watching and forming my opinion off it. If you're mad, then you're mad. I don't give a fuck if you're mad. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, but we got something good that we've been doing for 20 plus years, standing outside roasting. And some people caught on to the culture and they bring in other dramas and falsehoods and negativity and ego and street shit to a comedy community. And, you know, a lot of times people got the wrong idea about comedians. They think that we pushovers and we ain't men. You know what I'm saying? So, the improv is a great tradition, but the niggas might have to back off that for a little while, man, because it ain't what it used to be, man.
Don't you smell something happening one day?
Yeah.
Man, I know how many niggas out there with that, goddamn.
Yeah, everybody's strapped out there.
Right, motherfucker. Ain't no motherfuckers out here naked. So what's going
All right. Hey, JJ, you're going to have to explain how I'm biased on this. Just explain it. I want the chat to see it. I know that there's no actual explanation behind how I'm biased on this take that I'm having on what's happening between Corey and Marcus. But just explain it. Let's just see. I want the chat to see the mindset of people that come in here and be on some 5150 fanboy shit, talking shit, or trying to say, and I'm not saying it's you in particular, because JJ is trying to, you know, form whatever type of opinion, but just explain. We want to see it. Let's see.
What's gonna happen when something really go bad?
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that to happen. It ain't
That's what
gonna
I'm saying. I'm gonna let them have it for a little while, man. We got to regroup that shit.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
might have to have a meetup spot for the real niggas.
Exactly.
Invite
I was
only.
just gonna say.
Because the jokes ain't never gonna stop,
be
regardless of the
exclusive,
bullshit.
right.
Yeah.
Niggas come out there with, but this shit is funny, man. It's like, and I ain't mad at none of them niggas, because I know me, I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. I ain't finna argue with you.
No,
I'm finna get ghosts on your motherfucking ass, because I ain't got time for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't roll they don't roll like that over there, especially in LA. Everybody got something on them, because even if you a comedian, it's wild out there. It's wild out there. So I don't blame nobody out there for keeping something on them, man. You can't trust nobody. You cannot trust too many people out here. Now, Corey has some things to say. Y'all watched the 5150 show. Y'all saw how he was coming at Marcus. Marcus said, hold up, I need to respond to this, because this clearly was something that wasn't his intentions. You clearly know Marcus ain't the type of person to be malicious to anybody. You've never seen it. It's not in his character. Even when they go and talk about certain people, even when Precise was out here talking crazy about Corey, talking crazy about Marcus, all this type, talking crazy about Darlene.
Of people that
Did you see Marcus on the 5150 show going crazy on that nigga, saying crazy disrespectful shit about Precise? No. He kept it jokes, just like he was keeping it with Corey. Now let me show y'all his response, because Marcus did respond to what Corey had to say on the 5150 show, and this is how he handled the situation.
I know making fun of me.
Yeah, let's
My
go ahead.
hand
We
being
crack
fucked
jokes.
up. Fuck niggas.
Fuck nigga.
Them hated niggas, dog. Yeah, they gonna make jokes when they see the lying down, man.
Teddy boy.
Doing on the scooter.
Teddy boy.
Boss ass nigga, I do boss shit.
Oh, that is his feeling.
Cause you can't. You don't get your wet arm, no baby having ass.
Not the old joke. Hey,
Let me tell you something about
that's what put the old jokes out, did it?
fuck niggas.
The irony that you start the show like this.
Stop being so sensitive, bitch.
You know, I always thought you had tough skin, Cole. But they do say bear meat is tender. I kind of get it, though, man. You know, you're getting older, man. You got a lot of estrogen in you, and it's starting to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got your emotions all over the place. You got
Not
your hips
estrogen.
spreading. Hell, you starting to act like a grandma. You need to take your testosterone pills, big dog. Corey, I know sub is the way to go for you, because that's one of your favorite restaurants, and you done ate plenty of them. But you didn't have to sub me, big dog. I'm a direct nigga. Look, I ain't want to do this, Cole, but look, man, I already got your arms. Don't make me get your legs, too. I'll make that gout kick in, nigga. Old ass nigga. Somebody said the doctors had to change the colors of your bandages because you kept trying to bite your arm thinking they was 2 burritos. We ain't even got to do all this, big dog. We can just meet up at Popeyes and grab something to eat, man, because I know you like to settle your beef with chicken. And you ain't got to be mad at me after this neither, man. You just going to have to hold this L, OG.
Yo, that was the ether bar right there. That was the ether bar.
The
This
two
one right here.
burritos.
If there's one thing Corey will never live down, it's this.
We ain't even
chicken
got to do
picture,
all
man.
this, big dog. We can just meet up at Popeyes and grab something to eat, man, because I know you like to settle your beef with chicken. And you ain't got to be mad at me after this neither, man. You just going to have to hold this L, OG. Well, you know what I mean.
Now, once again, did Marcus do anything disrespectful or crazy? He kept it at the same. He kept the same energy that he kept on the first video that he made. Now he threw the shot, the chicken shot, but that was warranted. That's all I'm saying. That was warranted. You never live that chicken shit down. I promise you, that chicken picture is going to follow that man for the rest of his career, man. You can't take a picture with your number one op holding a piece of chicken and smiling, giddy, and just happy and just joyful. It's crazy. You can't do that. Now, Marcus went on his show, Mainstream, and he decided that he was going to elaborate a little bit more on the situation and everything that was going on. Now, like I said in the past, I've always felt like there was something else that was an issue or something that we weren't being told or something that wasn't, being brought to the public that happened between Corey and Marcus.
It's coming out in September.
It's not unusual for Marcus just to skip out on the 5150 show like that. Everybody was like, damn, this nigga need 5150. Why the fuck is he skipping out? What did he do? Oh, shit, here we go. We got a few cash apps. Let me read this off to y'all real quick. Let me shout out my peoples in the cash app, man. Shout out to Sean for the 10 in the cash app. Appreciate you, brother. And shout out to my nigga Justin Furlow for the other 10 in the cash app. I appreciate both of y'all, man. If you want to support the GMS show in a big way, I seen one of y'all niggas in the chat say, why ain't there no super chats up here? Because we don't get paid for this. We do this for fun. So y'all niggas that be thinking that I'm doing this shit just to siphon off views and get paid off of Corey's shit. No, it does not happen. It's not happening over here, and it's just not what it is, all right? If you want to support the GMS show in a big way, the Cash App is in the description below this video. You can look at it. One of my moderators can put it in the chat as well. You can support in a big way. Shout out to y'all. All right. We're going to hear a little bit more of what Marcus had to say, responding to how Corey handled this situation. Here you go.
Flip side is what that's
no
gonna
bullshit.
be. And then a female of mine, she got a feature film coming out. I was the production coordinator for that. Like,
Shout out to
I keep my
Chad
hands
and
in
Trina.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a film that's coming out. Look for it, y'all. It's gonna be called Rush. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got your hand in a bunch of pots.
The magic is in the collab.
Yeah.
Stay working.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta collab, man. You got to collab, man, and you can't be falling out with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't be burning bridges everywhere, man. You got to, I get it, man. Everybody think, well, a lot of people think they can do everything on their own, man, until you actually need people, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Fire Leo said, anybody remember when Precise made a joke about Marcus not being able to have kids and Corey said Precise was stabbing niggas?
and it's weird, I never understood the loner lifestyle,
Yeah. The lone wolf.
Yeah, you weren't born in no wilderness by yourself, man. You came out somebody coochie, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you somebody. It took two people to make you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to be born. You ain't supposed to be moving on this motherfucker by yourself. That's just ridiculous, man. The people that move like that always have this bitter, this mean streak, man, about themselves, and they pride themselves on, I'm a loner and shit, but you angry at
Man, you come
everything.
out the coochie by yourself though.
Yeah, but you came
You
out
come
of
down.
coochie.
You come down the canal by
But
yourself.
you came out of coochie,
I mean, yo,
Niggas is, some of you niggas is retarded. I'm sorry. Tyree, he was over here arguing back and forth with my nigga JR, and then says the dumbest shit in the world. I'm sorry, I had to read it. He was like, you actually sitting at home waiting to read my response or comments on here. Nigga, you do the same shit. Niggas be dumb as hell, man. Y'all gotta... I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going. I'm sorry.
your first formative years show you that you are in need of assistance.
you needed somebody to take care of you. It's animals that they just drop off. Bloop. They come out the coochie and they got to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Elephants.
But us, that's not us. Yeah.
Elephants have pride.
Elephants, yeah, they poop them right onto the ground.
I'm saying, but no, it's some of them that I think it's turtle, some type of turtle that they'll leave them in the ground and then they
they bury them in the sand and they take off.
Yeah.
That's the ones that ain't got feet. They got the feet.
And they just got to grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now them loners.
Well, that's what I did to my kids. I was like, look, y'all got this. We bury y'all in the sand. Y'all gonna survive.
left with the daddy,
You don't
though.
abandon them. That's the sand. That's just like
That's the sand.
That's the sand. That nigga's dry as hell. Yes, that's where I left them.
Hilarious.
Hey, man, but if you notice that pattern with those type of people, they always are frustrated and angry. They don't understand why they everything bothers them. You know what I'm saying? They appear as if they're happy about this and they great, but they always this woo this and woo that. They always complain about something, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to be around some people that you can really fool and you really trust. That's why family is important for me. That's why I don't take certain things personally. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I can endure because, you know, shit, nigga, I'm used to being around people. And, you know, I learned to deal with different types of people.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what it takes, being around people. You be a loner, you don't trust nobody, you think everybody out to get you, you get to making up shit about folks, and before you know it, ain't nobody around you. And you look up like, man, don't nobody trust. I don't trust nobody. Everybody trying to get me. Man, hey, man, sometimes you put you stick your own self in the foot. You know what I'm
He talking that shit right now. I can't lie. He talking that shit. We're going to get back to it in a second. I'm going to read some of the shit that y'all saying. Shout out to y'all. KB said Corey got injured and they true feelings came out. No, man, these are comedians. What is that? Like, why are we missing that concept? See, a lot of people take what Corey says and run with it. And I think that a lot of that is the problem. When you run with what he's saying instead of seeing shit for what it is and kind of being and asking those certain questions like, why do you feel like this was him being malicious or Marcus trying to get at you because he felt happy that you was injured? Let me ask y'all a question. The people that feel like Corey's justified in how he felt or what he said about Marcus, do y'all think Corey would have did the same thing if it was Marcus with 2 broke wrists? Do you think that Corey would have been like, hey, man, you good? I hope that, you ain't hurt or that you down and that you sad, man, just making sure everything is all right, you know? Or do you think he would have got on the 5150 show and started clowning the nigga for having 2 casts on his wrist? Y'all please, like, start using your brains. Safe Zone said, I'm still waiting on that fake-ass lawsuit he said he was going to put on Tasha K for calling him gay. The irony. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see if that was going to happen too. Jerome Williams said, been a fan of OG Corey since the year 2000, but a lot of y'all got to stop acting like OG hasn't done a bunch of questionable shit because y'all are fans of people. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I think we over-sensationalize and we care too much about celebrities to the point where we would just take their word for everything, and we don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm only giving y'all my opinion of how I feel because of what I've seen over the years. I can be wrong about all of this. But clearly, over the years, the things that I predicted that would happen end up fucking happening. So, I mean, I guess I'm good at something. You know what I mean? I guess my intuition is on point, right? Like, and it's not even that, like I said earlier, it's not even that tricky. It's not even that much of an epiphany or, oh my God, it's a gotcha moment. Like, no, it's pretty obvious because of things that have happened over the years. You can call it out. You can call it out. Hey, this is going to happen soon. And then boom, it happens. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
saying? And you can't blame everybody for that. Huh? You can't blame everybody for that. Now, when you meet good
shout out to
people,
business.
you need to know.
Shout out to my nigga Business for the 10 in the Cash App, man. Supporting the Cash App for show, man. I appreciate y'all, man. GMS fam holding it down for real. POP holding it down.
Everybody sit the T and say you a motherfucking G, country shit. You know what I'm talking about? When you meet good people, it's hard to decipher when you've been by yourself for so long because you don't trust shit. And sometimes when you attack good people and they're the enemy to you for no reason. You just get this some feeling that you like, oh man, something ain't right about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody in your ear or some shit like that. You remember Power? Y'all watch Power?
Yeah.
You remember one of the episodes? Appreciate you. Who's the Mouse? You should do the hood version of Home Alone. I'm sure y'all got a bad ass nephew, but yeah. If you ever watched the beginning of Power, they had Roller. I don't know if y'all remember Roller.
Yeah.
Tell us
He was
Roller.
one of the YGs, a ghost. Roller was a real nigga. Roller was a solid nigga.
Yeah.
Had Ghost back.
Had that fucked up underbite.
Yeah. but the nigga had Ghost back. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about to the core.
Yeah.
Somebody got in Ghost's ear. He started feeling a certain way about Roller.
I think I need to rephrase this. Derek Portis, he says, sorry, let me tell you something. If Corey is anything like me, yes, he would check on people, but people will not check on me or him for whatever reason. We do keep it 100 all the motherfucking time, my nigga. All right, well, I will say, unfortunately, we don't know if Corey is like you, and it'll be nice to probably think that Corey was like that, but who knows? Like I said, if you feel like he would make fun of somebody on his show for having two broke wrists, somebody who is his friend or he considers a friend or who we think is his friend, then he can't be mad at Marcus for doing the same thing. That's all I'm saying. That's literally the whole point of this whole thing. Was Marcus being malicious, or did Marcus deserve any of the things that was being said about him on 5150 show over him joking? Joking, like clearly joking. Clearly. Also, let's make this very clear too. Marcus said on his show that he called Corey before he made that video. He called Corey. Corey didn't answer. And then after the 5150 show happened, they spoke apparently. He'll speak on that though.
You know, it's like sometimes you'll get a little paranoia. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then you just start attacking everything around you because you're like, oh man, something ain't right. So
he showed up like the Grim Reaper.
He showed up at appreciate you for the $5 with Corey talking about when you talking about. I mean, you ain't. That's obvious. He showed up. Ghost showed up on him. Roller wasn't even shook. Roller wasn't scared. He knew who Ghost was.
Yeah.
He knew Ghost would get to a point. He said, that nigga Kanan told you this shit, didn't he? He already been around Ghost long enough to know that Ghost was going doing bad eventually.
Oh, I sure as hell don't know the dynamic of their relationship, a short 21. And I'm making assertions because although I don't know the dynamics of their relationship, there has been several times when someone like Corey has said there was no problem between them two. So let's stop acting delusional and stop acting like we don't hear shit and stop trying to act like we don't have common sense and put two and two together. When I came out with a video talking about Marcus leaving 5150 and how he wasn't coming back, niggas tried to go on their platform and say that I was causing shit and I'm doing this and that and ain't no problems and niggas trying to create problems, all this and that, all that type of shit, only for this to happen. So excuse me for having an opinion and seeing things for what they are and just kind of using my common sense around it. But hey, man, when I'm wrong, stop me. How about that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked
and
up.
he could have separated himself before it got to that point, but his loyalty was to a fault. He had so much loyalty to Ghost that he stuck with that nigga to the end, dog. Yeah. And sometimes you be too loyal to motherfuckers and they end up doing you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nigga, but when you already know what it is, it don't bother you no more. And that's what'll piss a motherfucker off, when it don't bother you. When you like, oh, nigga, I knew you gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew you gonna do that. You can't be around a motherfucker for so long without knowing and learning about that person.
Right.
You know when a motherfucker get into it with somebody, how they gonna react, what they gonna do. See, when a motherfucker think you dumb, they think you ain't paying attention. Mm-hmm. They just assume that you just gonna be a little goofy ass nigga. Appreciate the short shot for the $5. They think you just a little goofy ass nigga that don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? They just oh man, ain't paying that nigga no mind. You know what I'm saying? And so they pass you off. Yeah, they pass you off. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets to a point where you like, man, I hate to do this, but I got to show you that I'm not who you think I am. You don't know me. Stop playing with me, man. You ain't get look. I get it, man. You know you feel like everybody that you attack. Every time you get you attack them, you go personal. Oh, I'm finna get on. I'm finna talk about you. Oh, you live with your mama. You're broke. You what? I don't care about none of that. You talked about that for years. You can't use the same ammunition, my nigga. You got to go with the jokes, Cole. You know this. You're a comedian. You know this. But you attack me personally, and that everybody, you can't expose me. That ain't what we do as comics. We roast. We crack jokes. You on here talking about, oh, man, you broke? You stay with your mom? What you gonna say next? My dick little? You sound like a bitch. That's what bitches do.
Ooh. Yo.
Bitches insult.
Truth is, to all the
He said you sound like a bitch. Damn. All right. Well, I will say this about this situation. And I'm gonna respond to what somebody I just read this now. A short 21 said them niggas gonna be back in front of the Improv together. Maybe so. But I mean, it doesn't stop or negate what happened. And it's always gonna be in the back of somebody's mind when you fall out with somebody in a certain way that they said or did something to you. You can always come back to being cool with somebody. It's not like they can't rectify this or, be cool after this, because it ain't like we didn't already know Marcus and his mom were living together. It's not like we didn't know any of this type of shit or know how Corey moves and what he says about people. Like Marcus was just saying, when you know somebody and you know how they going to react to something or how they going to say something, it shouldn't bother you because you already knew that it was going to happen. You already knew what they were going to say. 9 times out of 10, next week, he probably going to call Marcus gay or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to get to that point. He's going to say something like, I knew I seen the fruit booty tendencies when I seen the type of way he was dressing. Every time we get around some other niggas, his armpits sweat a little bit more. Like, he going to say some stupid shit like that. Like, it's going to be something like that because we've seen it before. It's just that you should never put nothing past nobody after they show you who they really are. That's what that is. Never put something past somebody when you know who they truly are.
The bitches out there, this what y'all need to know. These niggas is fucking. Corey and Marcus is fucking. Now it's our turn, ladies. Now we see what they domestic dispute look like.
Yo, get the fuck out of
They
here.
had a domestic dispute, and yeah, shit.
And now social
Somebody
media
got-
left with the mess.
Right, now we left with the mess. They getting all the likes and views, because now we seeing they domestic dispute played out. We gonna see these niggas at the altar next month.
Man,
God
get the fuck
damn.
outta
Y'all
here,
heard it here
man.
first. Training with the truth.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna drop the mic.
No, man, I just, sometimes you just gotta let niggas win in certain situations, man. You know what I'm saying? And I let them win in several. I didn't. I just backed down. I played lesser. I did that a lot, and Corey don't even understand that. He don't get that because he's not around people enough. He don't study people enough to understand that. He think he do, but he don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't even realize there's a dog beside you until that motherfucker bites you. You know what I'm talking about? Then you like, God damn, I ain't see them teeth on that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Nigga thought they had a gerbil or something.
Nigga thought they had a gerbil.
Oh,
You
God.
stupid.
Huh? You thought you had a gerbil. Nigga, tell nigga, that nigga ain't funny. Well, I'm finna make the world laugh at you.
You dumb.
This what I say, and I talked
was
to
you
Marcus
talking
about
about?
this. Y'all ever been on a trip with a couple, and that couple the one that always get into the argument, and everybody else be like, man, could y'all chill out,
She
bro?
stuck
I
on
don't
this
even know
gay
what to
shit.
say. This is family. What did y'all, what?
Man.
Only thing you can say is everybody take a shot.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It ain't
Take a
even no
shot.
animosity. I love that nigga, man. That's my dog, man. But, man, you gotta get these jokes too, though. You
In a sick way, I think Corey enjoys burning bridges with people just so he can hear them say like what their grievances are, but also in the same breath say how much they like admire him as a comic. Like, I feel like Corey is twisted like that. That's just my opinion. I just think he's twisted to the point where he'll fall out with somebody, say some shit about somebody, and then wait for their response and hear what they say and know that they're not gonna go overly disrespectful because of how much they respect him as a comedian. So it's like he wants to hear that as well. Some part of my brain feels like he's a sick person like that, but I could be wrong.
You ain't above being joked on, and I don't like the fact that you feel like you are. You know what I'm saying? All I did was crack jokes on you like I do everybody else. I did it to Chico. I cracked Chico jokes on Chico a few days prior to that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the day before, Chico came in, commented, he said, he said, I was gonna get on your Coco Beware looking ass, but you my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a pass.
Yeah.
But cause this shit hilarious, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Chico said.
Yeah.
Now, and Chico was out in the mall. They had just lost in gambling, got towed up. He said that's what he said. And the nigga head was out. That nigga was looking crazy. You hear me? That nigga was looking like man Hulk Hogan out that bitch, man.
Right.
And
oh
nigga,
no!
you know, brother, that nigga, he was looking wild. Look at Callie here. What's up, Callie? He says your love language. Goddamn right. So, you know, you can't be a. Oh, appreciate your Vegas Dice. Real question. Just call him, make sure it was good before clowning. I called him. I called him in the day of this last night. I called him last night. He didn't answer the phone. Texted him last night. He answered the phone. I called him. So he called me back, and I'm like, Cole, I ain't realized that that bothered you that much. Cause he play. He not gonna act like it bothered him. So he tried to mock me and be funny. Marvin, what do you want, Marvin? What? Do all that shit.
So you saying you called him on the phone and this what he said?
Marvin, what do you want? He tried to play that mocking me and shit.
He answered your call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he called me back.
Tell us what. Okay, he called you back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the last time prior to, he didn't answer the phone for me. You know what I'm saying? But this went during the don't get me wrong. This went after the incident, but he didn't answer the phone for me. So I was just like, okay, all right, nigga being weird. So I just kind of
gave it some time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gave it some time, gave it some distance. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so he called me back, and I'm like, hey, man, listen. Let me say this first of all. I didn't think this would bother you. I didn't think that you would be sensitive about this, you know what I'm saying? So if I hurt your feelings, I apologize.
You didn't say if it hurt your feelings.
Huh?
Did you say that?
Yeah. Hurt my
feelings. Even I know better than that.
Hurt my feelings. Man, but
she saying that because she know he would have never admit to it hurting his feelings. Corey would never be the type to say somebody hurt his feelings, even though he will speak and go in on somebody like his feelings was hurt.
Man, you can't.
And then that goes to show with some of the people out there, because Marcus didn't just go right to the internet with it. He called Corey first because, of course, he probably didn't feel like that shit was bad to the point where Corey would be, he would feel disrespected by it. You know what I'm saying? He probably genuinely didn't feel that way. So instead of going to the internet and playing the back and forth game first, he said, I'm going to call him and try to talk to him and let him know that it wasn't that. Which to me is respectable.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like nothing gets to me. Oh, I'm just this non-emotional nigga when you emotional every week. You can't do that.
Damn.
Did you call for peace or for wars? Finish telling us the conversation.
I called. I said, okay, all right. I know you ain't gonna admit if your feelings hurt.
I think her question was, did you call him after he got hurt to check on him?
That's what I just answered.
So when he called back, it was after you made the video.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, to be clear, before you made your video, you called him to see if he was all right after you seen on his show that he had broke his wrist?
That's why I said. That's why I called him last. That's why when he called back last night, I apologized off the trip.
Oh, okay. You knew you was...
Because I wasn't thinking about it, because I'm thinking about it's Corey. Corey don't call. If he gonna joke on you, he gonna joke on you. It ain't like he gonna call you. You know what I'm saying? Like if the same thing happened to me, I don't think he would have called me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, I don't think he would have called me. He would have been like, Marcus, and crack jokes. Yeah. And I wouldn't have been mad.
Trey with a correction. He says, hey, I gotta say, he did say one time when he got on live with Godfrey and Dante, he did say his feelings were hurt. I gotta give Corey a little credit there. Well, excuse me. Unlike most people's opinion about me, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If Corey did say that, then yeah, I guess he will say his feelings were hurt. I was wrong about that. also in that situation with Godfrey and Dante, he was definitely wrong at going at Godfrey the way that he did. So his feelings were hurt about a misunderstanding about what he felt happened that didn't actually happen the way he thought it did. Corey's feelings were hurt about something he didn't fully look at or try to get the information on. He just ran with what he thought was happening. That's also what happened with that Godfrey and Dante situation.
Mad at him about that. I was just like, okay, that's Corey. That's what he do. Happy early birthday, Marcus. Going Corey. When the person's hurt, they attack. When it comes from the person you really like, he steals the home. And so are you, Love Sexy. Thank you, Love Sexy. Appreciate you, baby. She had 220s. Come on now. No, it's just you know. So I ain't. That's why I say that's the first thing I said. I apologize for that, and then.
Because when you did it, you didn't see it as wrong.
Yeah, because it's Corey.
You didn't know he was hurt.
Corey don't show emotion. That's why you can't be no nigga that act like he don't show emotion. You can't be no stuff because people feel like when you act like that, then that's who you are. Okay, you don't want nobody to check on you like that. Like man, go on with that. Like if I say something that's kind of sentimental or something, man, go on with that, man. I'm good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So nigga, I ain't thinking about that.
I don't think I know nobody that if they broke both of their arms, I couldn't fuck with them about it. I don't think I know nobody like that. Like nigga, you broke both your arms, nigga. This is funny. Like,
this the thing about comedy. My homegirl, her heart, she had a heart issue and ended up having to wear a vest. I clowned her for having to wear this vest, thinking she know I'm a comedian. I'm gonna bring a smile to her face. That's what I was thinking.
Well, she's not a comedian.
She came back and she said, I don't see nothing funny about it. Like,
but she's not.
Now I'm gonna throw Corey some bail because although it may look funny to other people, it may be incredibly embarrassing to be walking around with 2 casts on your arm because you broke both of your wrists. And to know that you don't have real mobility in both of your hands and your wrists at the moment because you got casts on them, it may be embarrassing and it may be something that a person like a comedian wouldn't want to try to go through. But if you are a comedian, you would try to harness whatever type of jokes. You'll be the first one to joke on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's coming. You wouldn't feel, slighted or feel like somebody's being malicious towards you because they're a comedian and they're making jokes too, which is what Marcus is about to say now. The difference in between what Trina's saying about her friend that had a heart problem, her friend isn't a comedian. So she's not going to find the jokes in her situation. And on top of that, we talking about a heart. We're not talking about breaking your wrist.
Right? And I had to.
Yeah, how is Corey wiping his ass? Did anybody ask that question? How is Corey wiping his ass? And he's the person that talks about how thoroughly he cleans his butt out. Is he still able to do that? Like, has Corey been walking around with a dirty dingleberry having booty for the past couple weeks because of his situation? Like, I'm kind of curious.
Do what you did. I had to come back.
Different.
I had to come back and apologize.
To fuck up a heart. That's different.
I know. I'm just saying. As comics,
one thing
we play too much. We play too much.
A heart, nigga.
I know. Okay.
One thing. Yeah, you talking about motherfucker about to die. You talking about I'm talking about motherfucker.
Look at this nigga. He got cancer. Like, you wild. That's wild.
That's 2 different things. And it's been people on there trying to compare that. I'm like, man, he did some goofy shit. He was top heavy on a scooter. The scooter was like, get the fuck off me. He wouldn't get off on me, so the scooter threw him. And nigga, he landed and scratched up his goddamn arm.
Man.
Like, nigga.
D got some dried out tortillas she be using on Corey's ass and shit when he ready to wipe. He be in the bathroom at the Corey Academy taking a shit, and then when he done, D, I'm done. D coming, okay, gracias, okay, I got you, Mr. Sir, I got you. Put the dry tortilla under his ass and motherfucker scoop that shit out like some refried beans on a burrito. Oh,
you know
shit.
you top heavy. You knew that before you got your big ass on that goddamn scooter. You know
Nigga,
what I'm
my
saying?
homegirl was
So-
trying to ride a scooter with heels on. Broke her motherfucking ankle, and she tiny. This motherfucking ankle was bigger than her body. Nigga, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. So it's not funny, bitch. This is hilarious. You can't laugh right now, but in about a year, it'll be funny.
Right.
Nigga, I fuck with her every day. Like, nigga, why was your goofy ass on a scooter with heels on?
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. When I heard about Corey, I think I cried for about 2 hours, and I was just like, man, I love him. I hope his wrist is okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
swear, I was like,
Everybody that heard
Corey.
that and seen that,
I love you, Corey.
First thing they did when they seen that is they laughed. When they see Corey do this, nigga, it hit
I
everybody in
cried.
the pit of their stomach. And the nigga said, nigga, because Corey does this to everybody else. If that would have been this, Corey was one of the person last night, was off the person last night, he probably didn't mean that. If that would have been anybody else,
Heavy meds.
Corey would have clowned him like nigga on their neck.
Yeah.
Now, let me scoot forward, man, and get to Black Ron before we get out of here, man, because I got some shit I need to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I got more important things to do than be sitting here talking about this shit all day. But I do fuck with y'all. This is the reason why I did come back, because of y'all. I'm being dead ass serious. Y'all the reason why I did pull back up and start doing my show again, man. I needed to take a necessary break. Life shit be happening, a bunch of shit be happening around me. I had to take a nice little step back, mental break. I'm back. We at it. We gonna continue to keep going every week, God willing. So I appreciate y'all. But let's get to what Black Ron had to say, because I seen a lot of y'all talking about Black Ron, popped up in the show, had some things to say. I didn't hear it yet. So this is gonna be my live reaction to what Black Ron had to say on the phone to Marcus about him and Corey's situation. Listen up.
In the building, Black motherfucking Run. Hey, I was gonna keep going till you came.
Hey, man, I've been in here like giving out radio concert tickets or some shit. I'm calling, hanging up and calling, hanging up. Well, I guess I'll start my testimony, giving all honor to God, to Mama Jonay, who is not here today, to Deacon Abe on the soundboard, to Assistant Pastor Chad. What up, free game?
What's happening?
Trina, you know you get cute about every 6-7 months. So I think it's been that long since I've seen you.
I love you too.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. And for those of y'all who was asking about her yams, it's a nice little scoop on her plate. Respectfully.
You can't talk about me. I'm right here. At least talk about me behind my back.
I mean, I did it right to your face, respectfully.
Respectfully.
And now that all the kumbaya is out the way, first of all, to all you niggas in the comments trying to play Farrakhan, it's kind of like a nigga going over there and telling Kendrick.
This nigga Fire Leo said, you can't say Corey don't care one iota when he has bought Marcus a Toyota.
To chill after Drake said what he said.
Hilarious.
See, I have the distinct privilege of looking at the game from both sides of the fence. And a lot of you niggas that are mainstream fans, yes, we understand that you're carryover 5150 fans, and nobody is saying that Marcus' mainstream fan base and stuff didn't spurn from the notoriety that he got off 5150. But all of this, that nigga made you shit, get it the fuck out your mind. Because my little brother was already moving and shaking in L.A. when he came across the person that runs the show that y'all know him from. If he wasn't the nigga who he is, he would have never been in position to get on that show. And a lot of you niggas, see, the reason why a lot of you niggas get so upset when you find out that a celebrity has done some nefarious shit is because you put these niggas in a pedestal like they somehow God made because they do some shit that they famous for. You niggas really need to get more in touch with your real fucking father, and maybe you wouldn't dick ride so goddamn hard.
All right now.
Holy.
This whole goddamn time I've been watching these niggas all in the comments. Oh, bro, chill. Oh, Marcus, come on, man. Oh, man, y'all boys don't need to beef. Oh, man, y'all need to hey, man, If y'all ain't saying that same shit on the other side, don't be coming to little bro with that shit. Because at the end of the day, a man gonna be a man. And you can't play with a nigga manhood, but so many times, so many ways before he gonna let you know he not about to play shit.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be through with it. Corey talk about everybody else when it suit him. And it's funny then. When he was talking about Christina Payne and he was calling her a dope fiend that he had fucked one time at a motel and talking about her dog and how she all in front of the Improv selling drugs in front of folks, she probably didn't find that shit favorable. When he was talking about Ryan and the fact that Ryan and Austin were roommates and insinuating that to mean that Ryan was some sort of homosexual, Ryan didn't find that favorable. When he got all on 5150 laughing and shit about Ryan and Reggie getting into it, like, oh, come on the show and tell us how you bullied a nigga out of L.A.
Oh, man.
Didn't nobody say Corey was wrong from that. When he got on the motherfucking show and brought Scruncho on there to talk about how he put hands on TK, nobody said Corey was out of line for that shit then.
Before I let Black Ron finish, please understand that this negates anything that anybody came in here and tried to say about Corey being justified and how he handled the situation or anything like that. Call me biased, call me anything you want to call me, but the facts of the matter is the facts. Corey talks about everybody and volunteers information about people that other people wouldn't know unless he said it out of his own mouth on his own platform, things that happen behind the scenes, things that happen privately with him and other people. He will go out of his way to talk shit and spread narratives about people and then be mad when somebody's actually joking with the nigga. You cannot be a person that is all about dark humor or trying to be edgy or try to be shock value in your comedy, but be the most sensitive nigga in America. It does not add up.
So if you can't take it, quit dishing it. And a motherfucker get on here and make a lighthearted roast video about you hurting your 58-year-old ass self, and you decide to take that as a proxy, man. I learned a long time ago to quit slap boxing with niggas, because that's when a nigga will take the prime opportunity to let one go, because he been wanting to let one go. And he ain't got the nuts to just haul off and swing on you. So he'll wait till it's supposed to be a friendly fucking competition, and he'll let go. It's the reason why I don't do roast shows no more. I did one roast show for my birthday, and motherfuckers got up there and took turns letting me know how they really felt about me in front of my family and the girl I was going with at the time. See, motherfuckers take this friendly competition shit to really get their swings out.
Man,
You respond to a roast video by wanting to bring up my household situation like you somehow better than me, but if you was truly better than me, then you would never have to say it.
Oh, my God.
People who
Fire Leo said Black Ron was pissed because Corey did one of his no-name rants about him on the show with T.I. I've always feel like there's a little underlying shit there. Luis Malone said he the fruit booty detective. Slam Newton said how many times he's going to call Black Ron ugly next week. He finna call Black Ron 85 different types of ugly next week. Mark my words. If he heard this shit, he finna go in on Black Ron. But I don't know. He may not go as hard on Black Ron because when there's people that will stand up to Corey to his face or actually go and see Corey to his face and not be afraid of Corey or whatever the fuck he got going on, the tune is a little bit different. But we'll see. I mean, maybe he will go in on Black Ron and not give a fuck. I don't know. But I don't take Black Ron to be the type of person that would let that shit go and be like, oh, that's just Corey Holcomb. Zeus T said, you think you hating Corey will stop anything? Idiots. No. Actually, this helps Corey. I don't know if you know that, but like when people talk about the 5150 show or when I do these reviews or anything like that, it makes people watch it if they aren't already watching it, and it makes them pay attention more if they aren't already paying attention. Like, we are just continuing helping put 5150 in the algorithms every single day. Me and a whole bunch of other platforms that talk about 5150 and Corey Holcomb. No, it's not stopping anything. Corey will not be stopped. He can't be stopped. When you make your own lane and when you have your own cult fan base, there's no way that whatever you're doing is going to stop. Do you see Donald Trump? nigga got shot in the ear and everybody showed up at his next rally with a bunch of bandages on their ears. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. This isn't a platform to try to stop Corey Holcomb. This isn't a platform to try to deteriorate his platform or try to make him look bad. Corey just does some piece of shit things sometimes, and we bring him up. It's just that a lot of people pay attention to that when I talk about that instead of the good shit that we talk about. It's not my fault. I came to terms with that a couple years ago. So, no, we're not here to stop anything. If anything, we want to see Corey continue to be successful. But he's human as well, and he does a lot of piece of shit things. And sometimes, hey, if that shit outweighs the good shit, then that's going to be the majority of things we talk about. Maybe he should change up his direction on how he treats people or how he moves with certain people, and then maybe the conversations will be different. That's all I got to say. But let's let Black Ron finish up.
We're truly better than him. I don't never have to tell Chad that I'm taller than him. And every time that I point out how much taller than I am than Chad, it only makes me look shorter to the bitches that's looking at both of us.
Yeah.
Anytime a nigga got to throw salt on another nigga, it only makes you look worse in front of the bitch you trying to get.
Yeah.
So to everybody that's telling you to take the pragmatic approach, yeah, and I'm glad that you don't really have no malice in your heart about the situation and shit. And that's all well and cool. That just goes to speak toward your motherfucking character. But for everybody that's assuming that he's supposed to take some sort of background seat or he's supposed to let some shit go because that's his quote unquote OG. Hey man, OGs die every day. Old lions get killed by young lions every day. And since the nigga want to use lions and hyenas as your fucking analogy, they let me know that motherfuckers don't watch enough nature documentaries. Because any lion that get caught out by itself around some hyenas know that that's his last day on the savannah.
Type shit.
Damn.
All right now.
Niggas don't know that hyenas have the strongest bite pressure out of any other animal in the animal kingdom.
That is actually a fact. You can look that up right now on Google. Hyenas do have the strongest bite out of any of those animals in the kingdom, especially a lion. That's why when you do see the pack of hyenas going around the lions like, oh shit, this is about to be a wrap for me. Them niggas finna fuck me up. It's got to take the rest of the lions and the lionesses to come through and try to help that nigga for shit not to go left for that one lion or lioness.
Okay, now.
I ain't a bite down on your ass. Your ass is big.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
And people think hyenas laugh when they scared. No, a hyena's laugh is a signal that he's about to kill you.
Oh, shit.
So you might want to brush up on your nature.
Mammals, you're right.
And on your knowledge.
Yeah.
Because another thing that happens in nature, when an old lion gets injured, they go ahead and leave the savannah because they know they finna get tried before the next spring. You can't hurt yourself in front of no young lions. Old lion. You're a little too long in the tooth to be going at it with no young hyena.
All right,
Don't
now.
make them clamp down on your ass. Because the thing about a hyena, they ain't never by themselves. You take that how you heard it.
Yeah.
It sounds like Black Ron wants some smoke for real with Corey. Maybe something happened, or maybe it was something said that he felt like was disrespectful. I don't know, but in the past, when Black Ron has either talked about Corey or had an opinion about something that was going on involving Corey, he's never spoken like this. Something clearly happened, and I don't take Black Ron to be somebody that is just going to jump out the window and say all this shit just because Corey has something to say about Marcus. I'm sure there is a personal reason as to why he feels the way that he feels, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yes, sir.
Find out how many niggas really don't play about it.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
playing with it.
Yes, sir.
And let the church say.
Amen.
I ain't putting no money in the plate, Pastor.
Hey, man. And find out how many niggas
I'm not
don't
going to Black
play
Ron's
about it.
church. I ain't going to Black Ron's
That nigga
church.
said Ron took it to the Saharan.
Hey, that nigga, hey, I knew that nigga was finna call with that motherfucking ether. You hear me? Hey, call mama, hey.
I guess I got to address this.
What?
Just let it be known. I ain't know what the hell we was talking about today on this show.
Oh.
That's all I was just, and when I got here, I said, what? You had to pull up all the footage, video. I hadn't seen nothing.
Yeah.
So for people in the chat talking about whatever y'all talking about, don't do that. I wouldn't jump in no Drake and Kendrick beef. And I said in the beginning, I don't get in family fights. I don't even consider what they doing fighting, but I don't get in it. I love.
That's respectable. That's respectable. Shout out to Trina for that. But as you can see, Black Ron has some things he had to say and get off his chest himself. Now, here's the thing, man. Of course, as always in this show, we talk about everything that's going on. I share my opinions. I let you know how I feel. But at the end of the day, and this happens on every show for those that are new, for those that feel like I'm this or that, or I'm against Corey, or I'm against 5150, or I'm a hater, or whatever the case may be, every time something happens internally with the 5150 show, whether it be Corey going off on somebody or falling out with somebody that was a part of the show, I always say, and I'm not going to change up now, I hope these two can get to a better understanding and actually squash the bullshit. Because I don't do these reviews and I don't hop on live to try to continue a divide between the two. We talk about what we think may have happened, what could have happened, why it's happening, how this person moves, if this person is wrong or if we feel that this person is right. But at the end of the day, we hope that these two black men and entertainers can come to an understanding so that they can continue to go out and get money and continue to work on their craft and be great in their own aspects and in their own way, in their own lane. So I just want to say, for one, Marcus, shout out to Marcus, doing his thing, touring, headlining spots. It's only a matter of time as you continue to work on your craft and work on your comedy and everything that you're doing, that it's going to work out even more for you. So there's that. Corey, great comedian, incredibly entertaining podcast, always has the people talking, but he has a lot of flaws. And one thing I will say is, one thing about being human, we have a lot of flaws. So we're not here to make Corey be the odd man out or like he's the only person out here that's flawed or that got problems or that be treating people a certain way or be falling out with everybody. We just see it happening in front of us on a big platform. So get mad at the motherfucker that is giving us the juice, pause, to even talk about this right now. All right? Now, GMS fam, the Green Room, I appreciate every single one of y'all for pulling up. Today was a dope-ass show. Once again, as always, I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, man. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Make sure you hit the comments section of this video when it is over. I don't care if you support or if you don't support and you want to be a hater and talk some shit. Thank you for helping the algorithms, you bitch-ass nigga. And for my GMS fam that support, always I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all. I love y'all. We gonna continue to keep doing this shit. I know I was out. I know I said I was gonna talk about it. We ain't finna talk about shit. I'm not giving none of these niggas no ammo to use against me. If y'all follow me on my other socials, then y'all know what the fuck is going on. Make sure if you have an Instagram or a Snapchat, you follow me on there. I post a lot of shit on there. I keep people updated, all that shit. So I appreciate y'all. GMS fam, the Green Room. It's been real, man. Why didn't I show Craig's live? Because I don't think I should have. I think I should have just let y'all go and watch it, you know? Also, shout out. Shout out Business, Justin Furlow, and Sean Mims All sent 10 in the Cash App. Gave your brother a 30-piece. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay real. Y'all stay good out here, man. Stay cool if you out in those hot places. It's hot as hell in Minnesota today. I'm finna go roll me something and enjoy the rest of my day off, man. GMS fam, the green room, it's been real. Make sure y'all support the GMS show and support all the shows that we review over here, man. Support the 5150 show, support Mainstream, support Craig Facts. Follow them, hit the like, watch all they shit again, support their Cash Apps, all that good shit. Because there would not be a GMS show without us talking about the 5150 show and talking about Craig Facts and talking about all this shit that's been going on in this type of universe, man. For all the hating ass niggas out there that think that we do this shit for alternative reasons, you can go do like my other guy did earlier. Go get that warm towel, man. Go rinse it under some warm water, lukewarm water, and wipe Corey nut off your eyes, man, and go have yourself a day. Go outside, touch some grass, baby. Touch some grass, baby. That's all I gotta say. Eat a fat dick. And I mean that with my whole heart. GMS fam, the green room. We out.